Shapiro, Jamie Lynn Watson. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Space is nice.
How's space? Yeah. It's cold
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
a little bit. The vacuum unyielding a little bit,
Hmm.
kind of like the internet. We're here to talk about
Good
Skit.
segue. Yeah.
Yeah.
They, they teach you a lot out here in, the lower atmosphere.
Right.
Um, Congratulations on this. I really, really enjoyed this, as the kooky trappings would have you believe. I really love old internet culture, and this is about such a specific moment in time. I just feel so intrigued. What makes you guys pursue a project like Skit? Like it's so funny. It's weird. It's like watching like the Wonder Years, but about stuff I lived through.
Oh my God. That's perfect. I'm so glad you said that. I mean, so Des Lombardo and Bader Mastruck, the co-writer producers, or co-writer directors, they uh had, a great script to begin with. But kind of one of the main themes behind the entire thing was centering creators. So we really wanted to make something that got a bunch of New York comedians that we knew and loved together and gave them kind of a platform to use their funny chops to make something really fun about an experience that a lot of us had. So yeah, that was kind of what drew me to it was the opportunity to get to make something like this about creators with some of my favorite creators.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for Jamie, I have to differentiate one. Jamie Watson.
Yes.
Uh,
You
for
can call me
like,
Sherlock and she'll be Watson.
Yeah.
don't tip me with a good time. So for Sarah, you mentioned like how important creators are. This is such a fun snapshot of like what creators used to be, like at the dawn of YouTube, at the dawn of what I call YouTube, where the scrolling bar is still there,
Yeah.
a lost art, like a sacred art in some ways. The like bedrock of the internet now, where all like the scary fish with no eyes live. What about Sarah's experience really spoke to you? Like, how did you approach such a funny thing? We're all very naive about the internet.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, I did not have to do much prep or research because I was that. That was who I was. My best friend Cass and I, when we were younger, made a YouTube channel called The Popular Peninsula, which was a play on The Lonely Island, the exact opposite, because
Oh,
we loved The Lonely Island. And so we made a couple really stupid, silly videos that are like still on YouTube. That was a huge hit at my high school and about nowhere else. So let's say, yeah, I did not, it was not a stretch for me to play her. I think the really awesome thing about returning to this time period of like my life and other people's lives is the sense of optimism and excitement you get. It can be hard as a creator in this day and age to feel excited about making stuff sometimes because it feels like a job. Sometimes it's like everyone wants to be an influencer, everyone wants to make content. So it was so fun to return back to the headspace of like, oh yeah, there was a time when we would just do this like for ourselves and for our friends and like just to have a good time. So that was nice to return to. I think it affected me positively. Yeah.
Just bathing in like the blue sky USA era vibes of what the internet used to be probably does feel really, really good. I also have to ask, like when you guys were like shooting this, there's such a pronounced difference from what a viral slash social media video feels like in, I'm guessing ballparking around 2005 or 2003 or so versus what it looks like now. How did you go about like making sure it felt like the era?
I mean, we fully used so many of our friends and castmates and crews' old YouTube videos as inspiration. And a lot of them are in the movie because we really wanted it to just be of that time. I mean, it's set in 2007 and Part of why we were able to make this film the way we did was because we shot on one camera. It's a mockumentary. And then our DP and editor, Truman Waller, he was able to kind of color it and edit it to be of that kind of vintage look. But more vibe wise, it's also just because this is what we grew up in. We really wanted to pay homage to our roots. A lot of also the videos that are in there are things that we found on set too. We were watching these videos on set and reminiscing about what YouTube videos we were watching. I mean, the amount of times that the video shoes came up, um, or I don't know what, like
Oh,
the
the unicorn,
yes,
like so many of those.
ominous squirrel, all these random videos, just like they were in the DNA of this movie for sure.
Oh, you're muted.
We
You're muted.
lost your audio.
Come
Okay.
back.
Okay. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Aliens
You
got me.
floated
All
into
right.
space.
I'm back. About the mockumentary framing, because I didn't expect that going in. Like, I'm like, okay, the trappings are like it's very '07, like it's very Windows Media Player. I'm into this. But
Yeah.
then when it pulls back and you get this like mockumentary division, I'm like, well, they're gonna do something really fun with this, because like every other comedy that comes on TV now is some sort of mockumentary with a camera crew following a cast of zany characters around. Which are fun. I love you, Quinta, if you're watching, four of you. But what about that conceit spoke to you as opposed to just doing it straight up like it was like Chronicle, speaking of 2007 or something like that?
It's really cool to have the modern day, because obviously Elise Morales plays this character who is doing a, looking back at this time, finding the footage and comparing it to today. Like it's fun to watch it from the lens of 2025. So I think that's what kind of sets it apart from the usual mockumentaries, is the juxtaposition of the two.
Absolutely. I just also wanted to ask too, because I don't know how long this has been in the hopper, but what a prodigious like release schedule where the all of the youth, as I call them now, are preoccupied with Y2K. And then this movie comes out, and I'm like, wow, that really worked out for you guys. Like
Yeah.
all my FYP is just translucent, Discmans and people watching back projecting TVs. Like it must have felt kind of funny to be like, well, I mean, good.
I mean, everything's cyclical, We made this we only made this movie a year ago, just over a
Right.
year ago. And I think even then we knew that the Y2K was becoming trendy again, but I think it also just speaks to everybody who was involved in it, grew up in the Y2K era, so it was kind of fun to get to both infuse what we remember, but also kind of see what's trending now and see what people are pulling from back then and get to use that too. So it was fun to kind of I talked a lot to my younger cousins because I was like, oh yeah, what actually is cool now? Because I don't have my finger on the pulse anymore.
Yeah.
But so that was really cool. And then also, yeah, I think we used a lot of our own clothes and props and stuff that we had, lying around from that time. I mean, yeah, sorry, there's a siren and it distracted me.
It's okay. Man, wow. So if you use your own stuff, right?
Mhm.
And we're talking about going through YouTube, like, YouTube poops to find funny bits to go through here. I paused it at least three times where some funny skit happened, and I was like, is this real? Like, I like glad to hear that a lot of this stuff is real. If if your characters were making video now, like, or they could impart wisdom to modern creators, what is the biggest lesson from the aughts that you would impart to them?
Ooh, that's so interesting. That made me think. I was like, yeah, if she was creating stuff now, what would my character Sarah be creating? I feel like if anything, it wouldn't be purposeful comedy. I think she would be maybe like one of the, not a trad wife, but like someone who like posts recipes or things, because I think she's too worried to put her creativity out there, maybe. And
Like the people,
what'd you say?
I was gonna say, like, she kind of reminds me of the people who tell you how to respond to work emails.
Yeah, yeah. Like she'd do like advicey sort of stuff, but she wouldn't, and she'd be funny, but she wouldn't like make comedy. But
Mm.
that being said, I think the advice to people who are creating now is don't be afraid to take big swings, and
Hmm.
you never know when the thing that you think is so silly could be mean so much to other people. So yeah, don't take my character's path of just like it goes badly once and they never do it again. Like all of this has to do with trying again and finding your voice. So yeah, that's my advice to people now.
Yeah, I mean, that similarly, I feel like my character does what Jamie was saying that she wishes her character did do. And I wish I did more things like my character. You know, she really kind of took the bull by its horns and continued on with her endeavors and didn't let failure stop her. And I would impart that on people trying to get into online content more, because I think I often cut myself off before allowing myself to try something. And that's, there's no harm in trying as long as you're having fun. It shouldn't matter.
Absolutely. Well, I had fun watching Skit. I hope my viewers had fun, have fun watching it too. It's really unique. It really captures the spirit of the era. Watson, Sherlock, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.